Hey yo, what's going on with it once again, bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters? This is the one, the only, of course, Mr. Nintendo Sony Free 2011, aka Chris and Guy 2009. Of course, you guys are wrestling to channel. Before to begin, don't forget our freenumber.com and of course troublenotersnews.net. If any people want special channel banner design or picture specifically made just for you guys, all the good stuff. I'll be leaving links to all the social media networking accounts description down below. And annotation on the side if any people are interested in that business project program, best partnership I ever had, all the good stuff. And yeah, without further ado, let's begin. So today, usually I do this once every year because, you know, I feel like it's only right for me to get my thoughts out there before the year wraps up and we go into 2016 next year. So, I usually used to do this on my Criticism Guy 2009 channel. I think I did it last year. I started doing it here last year in 2014. So, it's a little bit different this time. But at the same time, I know it's not really super relevant. I mean, Pokemon's always going to be relevant no matter what. Well, unless the series ends, which I doubt Nintendo Game Freak are ever going to let that happen. But they do. Yeah, it was good being a fan while it lasted. But other than that, I might have to do a two-parter on this. Hope to God I don't. But these are the top 5 Pokemon plus 3 out of extra bonus on Pokemon that I've seen the most, probably get the most praise and popularity this year, in my own personal opinion. So, without further ado, let's begin. So, I know I keep saying so a lot. Apologies. So, there we go again. And we're saying also and then and but. It is what it fucking is. I'm not a scholar or psychiatrist or whatever. But, yeah. Number 5 on the list, I actually made this a tie. It was between Gardevoir and, and Gallade. Oh, and the 3 ways that I'm doing this is through either anime or the TCG or the games. Mostly I'm just going with the TCG and the gaming because I really don't watch the anime too much. It's extremely rare if I do. But yeah, other than that, not because of the poor voice acting, not just because of that. There's other various amounts of reasons I don't like the anime series that much, more like I did back in the day. Not just because nostalgia plays a part in that, just other little bits and details. I could go on for hours talking about it. I'm just not going to say it though. Not because I'm not going to offend anyone. It's just, I'm going to get to the fucking point. Shut the fuck up. Here we go. So, yeah. Gardevoir. Of course, I'm going to read, like, what's it called? Their Pokedex entries and all that, just in case. You guys don't know about it. I think I'm just going to read one of them. I'm not going to read every single one. But actually, no, I'll read Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire at least. Gardevoir has the ability to read the future if it senses the impending danger. This Pokemon is said to unleash psychokinetic energy at its full power. And then Gardevoir has, and this is the Alpha Sapphire version, Gardevoir has the psychokinetic power to distort the dimensions and create a black small hole. The Pokemon will try to protect its trainer even at the risk of its own life. That's dedication right there. And of course I could go on for hours about like the other shit about Gardevoir. I'm not going to get into that because there's a shit ton of fan service artworks out there. I mean, besides them being all extremely over-sexualized and very pornographic or whatever, but and don't rule 34 that shit. I know back in the day I did back then, but I never got turned on by it, to be honest. But at the same time, it is what it is. Everyone's in their own thing. I totally respect that. But yeah, I mean, you can say that for every other Pokemon too. But other than that, and other franchises out there beyond that as well. So I'm going to talk about its attacks and statuses, and you guys let me know what you're thinking down there in the comments below, even though most of you probably won't say anything, but it is what it is. At least you watch it. Thank you very much for watching in advance. I'm just going to see what stats are at level 100. Let's see. A beneficial nature, not neutral nature. There's another one called a hindering nature, but I'm not going to get into that. So let's see. At its max stats, beneficial natures, it is HP is between 128, 175, and 246, 340. Actually, no, I just read 59. I'm only going to read the level 100 ones. Its attack range is 192 base and 295 power. Defense is 148 to 251. Special attack is 368 to 471. Special defense is 302, 405. And the speed is 225 and 328. Obviously, the biggest reason why I wanted to talk about Gardevoir is because it got a shit ton of fucking love on, I'm trying to remember in that TCG set, I think it was Ancient Origins. No, not Ancient Origins, the one before that. Primal Clash. My lord, there was the EX Full Art version, the EX version, and the Mega Evolutions EX and Full Art. People must have had a field day collecting every single one of those on Primal Clash earlier this year because That one sold like fucking hotcakes, obviously. And of course, in the anime series about a year or two ago, I think in X and Y was reintroduced again, but that's Mega Gardevoir because, you know, Diantha's, one of her main mascots was Gardevoir, so it only made sense for her to have that on her team. And yeah, besides the billion trillion memes out there, and like I said before, with a lot of the fan art service that this Pokemon has, which most of you guys should probably know about that by now. You know, I'm very not shocked about it, but I'm very proud of this Pokemon for growing up so much. It's crazy. Because I remember, I think it was in elementary, no, actually, no, I was in middle school at that time, and I was first moving out here to Vegas, and this thing blew up all over, well, not really over the internet, in various amount of places, like in, even places like GameStop and, what's it called, EB Games. It was pretty damn huge. Now I'm going to get into Gallade. Let's fucking talk about Gallade. So, it's psychic fighting, unlike the Gardevoir version, and you can only get this as a male. You can't get this as a female at all, period. I think since Game Freak saw a lot of that impact that Gardevoir had over the Pokemon community, I think that's the reason why they made Gallade in Generation 4. And good on them, I say to that. That was a very ingenious, very smart-ass move for them to do, in a good way, though. So, I'm going to read the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire Pokedex entries, and here we go. Because it can sense what its foe is thinking, the attack bursts out first, fast and fierce. A master of courtesy and swordsmanship, its flights using the extended swordsman on its elbows. What? No, it fights using extended swords on its elbows. And of course, I'm going to read the level 100 beneficiary nature. Its HP at level 100 should be 246 to 340. Attack-based power should be physical attack. Should be 368 to 471. Defense should be 214 to 317. Special attack, special defense should be 148 to 251. And then, let's see, special defense should be 258 to 361. And speed should be 247 to 350. Fucking hell, that's quick. But at the same time, it's a very speedy Pokemon. I have probably about, all in all, my lifetime, probably about 10 different Gallades. A lot of them. I use that one a lot more than I did Gardevoir. And for Oras, I think I used Gallade a lot more than I did for X and Y. And then, like, in X and Y, I used Gardevoir a lot more, obviously, because you couldn't use the Gallade right there because it didn't exist yet. So, yeah. The reason I brought this Pokemon is pretty much similar to Gardevoir's reason. Not because of a lot of the fancy service that it has with Gardevoir, which you can obviously see here. But at the same time, it's like, obviously it had a lot more fame and popularity. It regained its fame and popularity again through, like, the whole Wally's theme last year with the Oras coming out at that particular state and time. And very, very awesome dramatic little guitar solo that they made for Wally's team, especially when they did the Mega Evolution with Wally. And I know there's so many Yu-Gi-Oh references when he says, "It's time to duel," which I could see that very, very clearly. And that's pretty much it. So number 4 on the list, a very weird-ass Pokemon to have on here, but in a way, I'm not going to lie, I have to be 110% honest with you guys. And it kind of had to do something with nostalgia, but at the same time, I know this was a little bit bigger last year than it was this year because it was a lot more bigger in that Phantom Force TCG, but I'm going to say it right now. It's number 4, it's Ariados. So, let's see, I'm going to read its Pokedex entry first. And Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Actually, it's the same one. Wow, okay. Ariados' feet are tipped with tiny hook claws that enable it to scuttle on ceilings and vertical walls. This Pokemon constricts the foe with a thin and strong silk webbing. And of course, the EVs and IVs. Let me get into that real quick, and I'll get my overall thoughts, views, and opinions on this thing. Let's see. Base stats total should be 390 altogether. The max stats is beneficiary nature. HP should be around 250 to 344. Attack should be 203 to 306. Defenses should be 159 to 162. Special attack should be 137 to 240. Special defense and speed should be 137 to 240. And then speed should be 93 to 196. So it's kind of a slow-ass Pokemon, but it is what it is. The only 2 biggest memories I have of this thing, even though, once again, it has to focus on nostalgia, is like one of the first Pokemon Johto journeys began back when I was late 90s, early 2000s kid. they had like a little bit of fame for Amare though. So I'm surprised it was never in any Pokemon like movie unless it was in the beginning of the trailers, and that was probably it. You didn't see it ever again after that. I mean, it has, in my own opinion, kind of has a real bad, weak physical defense, especially attack. But a lot of bug-type Pokemons, their attacks aren't that great most of the time. So, I mean, this is more like a staller-type Pokemon if you want to use Toxic with it and, like, you stall out a lot of your Toxic Pokemon and you're doing this competitive battle. I can see them being a good use there. I'm surprised they didn't have any tiers for it, but whatever. Everyone's designed to their own opinion. I'm surprised they never got an EX or a full art version of this thing. I really wish we would have, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers, so I'm totally cool with that as far as TCG goes. And as far as the games goes, I never really see this played too much. I think it's probably like in NU or UU. I don't know. And if I had to pick a tier for it, and that's pretty much all I have to say. And it's every time I catch this Pokemon, I always name it after that Soul Eater chick, Lady Arachnid. If any people have never seen the anime series, highly suggest you get your ass up to speed and watch that shit, because it's absolutely amazing. I mean, even though a lot of people at the current point in time, they're probably talking about One Man Punch, but eventually that will like fade out and the new 2016 animes will be around. I don't know. So coming in number 3, we got this one. And I think I might have had her on this list before, I'm not sure. Or it on this list, because kind of follows that same mythological like storytelling of like Magikarp turns to Gyarados, same with Feebas turns to Milotic. So we got number 3, Milotic, or Milotic. I actually used to call this thing Milotic back in the day. Once again, it's a shit ton of fan service for this Pokemon. Obviously, I wouldn't be surprised, because it definitely deserves all the love that it has been given over the years. Especially with Wally's Milotic. So I'm going to read the Pokedex entry first. So it says in Omega Ruby that Milotic is said to be the most beautiful Pokemon of all time. It has the power to calm such emotions as anger and hostility, to quell bitter feuding. And then Alpha Sapphire's take on this thing for Pokedex entry says, Milotic lives at the bottom of large lakes. When this Pokemon's body glows vivid pink, it releases a pulsing wave of energy that brings soothing calm to the troubled hearts. And I think this is supposed to be based on the Sirens too. And I'm not trying to like cross pass over franchises. You know, I've seen it and I've reacted to a couple of videos on that when Pokemon clashes into My Little Pony. And I know so many people aren't bronies or whatever, it is what it is. I'm not going to blame you on that. It's cool. I totally respect your opinion. As long as you start calling them, say, hatred mains, oh, they're faggots and all that, I'm not going to put up with that fucking bullshit. You can go fuck off and get the hell out of here. But if you respect and you're loyal enough to that series, thank you very much. I mean, I'm not like the spokesperson of the community because I'm a small-ass channel, but other than that, I know they're based off, like, I know the Sirens kind of have that same mythological thing, like, which they think they were called the Dazzlings with Adagio, Aria, and I think, what was that other chick's fucking name? What was it? Damn, I cannot even remember now. Aria, Adagio, Sonata, the one with that whole big giant meal with Taco Tuesday or whatever. If you don't keep up with the series, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you do, you know what I'm talking about. It wasn't any Equestria Girls movie. It wasn't in the main series anyways, but I think that they had that same mythological type of like legends, storytelling, myths and legends type of I don't know, bedtime stories, I don't know. Greek mythology, let's just leave it at that. So this thing is probably going to be extremely overpowered as fuck. Max stats, the beneficiary nature, it's 300 to 394, so it has a shit ton of HP. Attack is 137 to 240, that's not really that good. Defense is 179 to 282. I think special attack, special defense is where it really shines. It's at 225 to 382. And then it's 280 to 383. And then the speed is 183 to 287. I thought it would be a little bit quicker, but you know, given a lot of the mass body weight that it has, that's probably why it's not as extremely as quick as like other water types like Sharpedo. I would say Gyarados, but he's still kind of like a lot more. When he Mega Evolves, that thing is a lot more slower. Who else? I would say Corsola or Shuckle, but I doubt that's going to even be a factor. Dragulge, I think, is pretty fast as a water type. Actually, no, it's Poison Dragon. Excuse me. Let me scratch that off the list. Huh. I guess Kingdra would be one that's extremely super fast as well. And then, of course, a couple other ones out there. Another reason why I put this on the list, besides it being in a Primal Clash, it was in so many other TCG series last year. I know it was the Next Y Flash Flyer last year. And I think it might have been, I doubt it, might have been in the one where it had Mega Lucario and Mega Heracross. I know in Japanese it was Rising Fist. I think it was the other one, something Fist. Like Iron Fist or whatever. But other than that, Furious Fist, that's the one. And I remember, I think it might have been on Phantom Forces. I'm not sure. But other than that, this thing has a lot of real wonderful fan art. You could just pretty much DeviantArt this thing. It has pretty much a whole library, dictionary of this Pokemon. I mean, as far as drawings and fan arts go, and speed paints, it's all over YouTube. And as far as anime series goes, it wasn't really big on there, except for, like, I think the only thing it was ever known for is being Wally's Pokemon. I'm not sure if Juan ever had one, but I'm pretty damn sure Wally did. And he traded that thing up to the fucking max when they did the remakes for Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. It was a very big issue. But other than that, that's all I gotta say there. And then the last two, number 2, and just in case you guys don't see number one for us, Ampharos. Number 2 is Sceptile. Obviously, I had to put my boy Sceptile on this thing because, I mean, besides me being a big fanboy out of it, I'm real happy that it's some fucking Poké Tournament. I know I stressed that shit, stressed out that topic so many goddamn fucking times, but can't blame me. I was just a big fanboy of that fucker. Sceptile. And shout out to Extrugian7. I know him and various amounts of shit ton of other people really love the hell out of this Pokemon's concept design, etc., etc. So, let's see. An Omega Ruby in the Pokedex says, the leaves growing on Sceptile's body are very sharp-edged. This Pokemon is very agile and it leaps all over branches of trees and jumps on its foes from above or behind. And the Alpha Sapphire Pokedex says, entry says, Sceptile has seeds growing on its back. They're said to be bursting with nutrients that revitalize trees. This Pokemon raises the trees in a forest with loving care. Okay, not bad. And of course, this thing has got to have monstrous results, especially in its Mega Evolution. Let's see. The HP is 250 at 344. Mind you, I'm reading the level 100 one, not the 51. Attack, physical attack, and defense is 247 to 350 and 170 to 273. So its attack's better as the defense, I guess. I don't know. Special attack, special defense is 324 to 427. Special defense is 192 to 295. And then speed is 324 to 427. I gotta get this drink of water because my throat's starting to go away on me. And I don't want that to happen at all. Hopefully you guys don't either. But if you do, screw you, go fuck off. But if you're one of my subscribers, main viewers, thank you very much. Other than that, or if you just have respect for me. Obviously, besides the other two, the other two reasons that I said that he was in Pokemon Tournament now, along with him being like a very big popular Pokemon in the franchise media altogether. And I know a lot of people wanted him in Smash Bros. Unfortunately, we never got him in there. But it is what it is. I can totally live with that. Maybe in the next 7 to 8 more years when the next game, if Mr. Masahiro Sakurai decides to make that for the NX, he better put that motherfucker in there and I will be extremely disappointed. Very sad. I'll be destroyed. My childhood dreams will be heartbroken. A.k.a. preteen years too. But yeah. He has a really cool like Velociraptor looking thing. I know if any people are new to my channel, this might come as a big surprise to you, but if you've been on my channel for a while now, the reason how I got into Pokemon was actually through Jurassic Park out of all other movies. And it has that very real badass looking Velociraptor type of real awesome ass sexy vibe that it has. Not trying to sound like a furry or anything, I'm just saying. It just looks absolutely fucking spectacular. I love it. Especially that little mini anime, like 4 or 5 minute like presentation that they gave it last year when Horace was starting to blow up. I was really appreciated as a fan to see that. And it was just so much fan pandering, fan service going along. I couldn't keep up with it all. And I really love that Sceptile, Mega Sceptile box I think they made a couple months ago. I think it was in April or May. I would have bought that one, but when it was kind of short, so I couldn't get it, unfortunately. And yeah, of course, his other evolution, besides Trico, he was real big in the anime series at the time. And then Grovyle, he was real big in Super Mystery Dungeons. Not Super Mystery Dungeons, the regular Mystery Dungeons. The think something of the sky. I forgot what it was. Explorers of the Sky. There we go. Because I actually have a little mini poster back there that you can't see. But man, I just think this thing just brings so many nostalgic memories. I can't even talk right without just even mentioning its name. It's just it's awesome. It was the first Pokemon I had the Leaf Blade attack, and I can never forget that. And in mines, I traded about 200 of them, and probably got five of them as shinies. And the shiny one I'm not really particularly crazy about. The Mega Evolution one looks a tad bit better. I actually prefer its regular color more than its shiny. Now some of you people might want to argue with me about that, but that's just my own personal preference. And then number 1, like I said before, if you guys stuck around long enough, it's Ampharos, or Ampharos, or Ampharos. I usually call it Ampharos, or Ampharos, however you want to say it. And then of course the Mega Evolution as well. And Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire is actually, they're both the same. Alright, so it says Ampharos gives off so much light that it can be seen even from outer space. People in the old days used the light of this Pokemon to send back signals and back and forth with others from far away. So it's pretty much the messenger boy or girl of Pokemon back in the day, besides Wingull and Pelipper, as far as light and electricity goes. So its level 100 max stats for beneficial nature is 290 to 384 hit points, HP. Its attack and defense is 214 to 317. Defense is 236 to 339. Wow. So I guess the Mega Evolution one's a billion times more powerful. The special attack and special defense is 368 to 471. My God, this thing is a fucking 18-wheeler. Oh, god damn, that is fucking OP as hell. It's got to be in almost in the Uber's tier. I don't know. Maybe it's banned. I don't know. It's Mega Evolution, man. I don't know. Special defense is 247 to 350, and then speed is 104 to 207. I can understand it being a little bit slow in that part of its status material, but it is what it is. And then the last things I want to say about this is that I really want to see this thing in Pokken Tournament. That would be absolutely awesome as fuck to see. I think it was even in that little mini Pokemon game that was free to download, which was Pokemon Shuffle. So it got a little bit of love over there too. Obviously with its Mega Evolution as well. And I wasn't really the big fan of Sheeps, especially as a 90s kid. I mean, back in that time, Sheeps were almost all the rage at that time with like the whole Dolly thing being a clone. If any people don't remember that back then, I think I was about 6 or 7, so it's my memory's kind of blurred on it. That was a very big topic back in those days. Very big news, current events that were going on at that particular point in time. And it's pretty much it. Oh, and one last other thing is Mega Evolution is absolutely awesome. I know there's a shit ton of other memes that it uses like L'Oreal for shampoos and hair conditioner products. That's absolutely funny as fuck. I can totally tolerate that shit on any day, whether it's my best days or my worst days. I would still love it no matter what. And that's pretty much it. And the shiny's pretty funny too, but I'm not crazy about the shiny, but it still looks fairly decent. I wish it would have been like red or orange or maybe green instead of like purplish lavender. Kind of looks like Twilight Sparkle a little bit. I don't know why. Or something from fucking Gravity Falls or even Steven Universe. Even though I don't watch that cartoon at all, but I've seen bits and pieces of it to know what it's kind of about. And that's it. Oh, and the bonus Pokemon. I did not even get the chance to say that. There was Sceptile there. And there was Ampharos. Oh, one other thing about Ampharos, I always really like that real old school story in the Johto version that Jasmine actually has an Ampharos that's named Amphi. Very, very awesome as shit. I think there's a dude out there that's a YouTuber. I know he's real big on Ampharos, so shout out to Jason Plays Pokemon. I think that's one of his mascots was Ampharos, so got nothing but respect for the dude. Let's see. Let's see if I can find this thing anywhere. Oh, honorable mentions. I'm just going to read Giraffrig's like Pokedex entry. I'm not really going to talk about its attack and special defenses because it's not really the best of the best. Giraffrig. This is the first bonus Pokemon. So in Omega Ruby said Giraffrig's rear head also has a brain, but it is small. The rear head that attacks in response to smells and sounds around it approaches Pokemon from behind. Oh no, approaching this Pokemon from behind can cause a rear head to suddenly lash out and bite. And then the Alpha Sapphire one says, Giraffe Rigs, rear head contains a tiny brain that is too small for thinking. However, the rear end does not need any sleep, so it can keep watch over its surroundings 24 hours a day. I always thought that little thing looked like the chain shots from the Super Mario series. I know I'm not the only one that thought that. There's millions of other people that have had to have that exact same idea as I did. Maybe there isn't. I don't know. And then the last two, they're kind of like little mini pixie legendary Pokemon, which most people already know already. Which the reason why I put these on here the most, I actually got this Pokemon a lot on Wonder Trade. This one, Manaphy, actually no, Fion and Diancie, or Diancie, however you want to say it. That's pretty much the reason why I put these two Pokemon on there. Wonder Trade, oh my god, they were giving those fuckers away so many times. I can't tell you how many times I ran into this Pokemon. The Fion one. I only ran into Manaphy like 3 times. But it's other Pokemon. I think you can only get this through Diamond Pearl Platinum series. Or if you use like Pokemon Bank, which is a lot more beneficial than using the Diamond Pearl Platinum series. Just my own personal opinion on it. But yeah, this thing was all over fucking Wonder Trade. I mean, it didn't get to the point where it got real annoying with like Poochyena, Zigzagoon, and Lolz, because those fuckers piss me the hell off. Whenever I get any of those on Wonder Trade, I want to slam my fucking 3DS into the fucking goddamn ground. But of course I can't do that because I don't have like $400 to just get another one like nothing. I mean, I kind of do, but I got to pay bills and taxes, unfortunately. So yeah, that kind of keeps me a hold of getting them. But one of these days I will get the new 3DS. So bet your ass that is coming sooner or later. Or it might be a 4DS by then. I don't know. But yeah, with Diancie, I actually got the Diancie, the Mega Diancie, and I triggered the event. It took fucking forever to do, but I finally got through it. And that was pretty much it. And that's my top 5 Pokemon that I've seen the most this year in 2015 or 2015. Let's hope for more Pokemon that go into next year. I know everyone's hoping to God that the Mega Flygon's going to happen, but if it does happen, I will keep you guys in tune to that news article information. If it ever comes out, you know, like if, what's it called? The Japanese magazine Core leaks anything out, I will stay on top of that shit 110%. And one last other thing, I was going to do this other like video, which I will still be doing. I think it's probably going to be Friday or Saturday when I do it. But, oh my god, it's going to kind of turn into a rant video. I really don't like this chick very much, but a lot of people are feeling sorry for her. This is for the My Little Pony series now. Actually, not the series, just the fandom and the community. That this one girl, I actually used to get along with her pretty well, and I don't know what it was. I'm not going to get into specific personal details on it, but she started hating me for whatever reason that it was, because I never did nothing to offend her. But this girl, so many people in the brony community probably know who she is, Wubcake. She unfortunately she got kicked out of her grandmother's house. Luckily, I never had that experience in my life at that time, as me and my family got along very well. But I'm not going to get into that. That's kind of personal, private information. But yeah, I kind of feel bad for the chick, but I will make a little mini rant video on it because she's asking for about $5,000 on GoFundMe, and best of luck getting that money, sweetheart, because if she doesn't, she's fucked. And yeah, I know some people really love her like material stuff, and she kind of cusses a lot like Lost Narrator, but she's a lot younger. But yeah, whatever happens to the chick, it happens. I mean, I'm not wishing the worst on her, but at the same time, she kind of annoyed the hell out of me, accusing me of certain things I never fucking did in my life, ever. I barely use anything like other social media networks out there. A few of them I do, some I don't. And that's it. Links to the search box down below. Annotation on the side. Oh, and other different Pokemon news. I think there was like a new Pokemon like Shiny Collection Edition or whatever that's supposed to be coming out. I remember it was Dedenne. I think it was Dedenne, Gardevoir, Curlia, and then like 2 other Pokemon. I think it was Altaria and Pikachu that were on the front cover of it. So yeah, I'll put that link to the information on the about down below if you want to see it, and annotation on the side. I might cover it sooner or later. I probably won't. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say, and I'm done here. And yeah, pretty much I'm going to wrap this video up. Peace out once again, bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters. We'll see you when I see you guys. Good day, have a good night, wherever you are at around the world. Don't drink, smoke at the same time. Don't take the reckless. Keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it chill, get elect out there. And until then, next time, guys, peace out, ladies, and goodbye. Stay tuned, more videos coming soon. Brand new videos on this channel almost every single day. You guys stay on the grind, stay easy, stay safe, stay healthy. Be easy, be you, do it yourself. Peace out, my LA sauerkraut. I'm gone. I'm getting out of here. Stay tuned, more future content to this channel. Stay tuned, more updates. Stay safe. Stay tuned for more future content. Oh, I gotta give a small little mini shout out to Ice Gaze. If any people in the Brony community, check her ass out. She's awesome. Very beautiful, wonderful Christmas music she's been making. And I can't give her enough praise for making it because it was awesome. And shout out to Gina M too. If any people are into like the whole musical Broadway type of thing, definitely give them a lot of respect. And I love their videos as much as I do because they're fucking awesome. See you guys next time. I'm out of here. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.